Hello, this is your application specialist, and I'm best at FREY Municipal Software. Today I will demonstrate some great tips and tricks for the Cubic Utility Billing System Release 17. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to explore and learn how to get more value from your Cubic Utility Billing System. I have 12 items to share with you in today's demonstration. Let's get started. For the first tip and trick, we're going to go to Billing Miscellaneous Billing right here and talk about the retain comments and retain reference field. We have the comments here in the reference field here, and we have those where you can keep those in here if you need to go through several customers. Like let's say, for example, you have a swipe credit card machine right in the utility office, where every time you go and do that swipe credit card machine, that you're going to charge the customer a $1.50 convenience fee. So if we go in here and we pick the person that we're going to go into here, and we're going to go into credit card, and then we can go in here and we're going to go and type in swipe credit card fee. We can retain comments and retain those reference fields for the next person. Say we have a bunch of them to do in here, and I can go in here and I could put in my code, and I can see right here that here's my code. So I can say OK, and then see it kept the reference and the comments, so that way I can put it on there for the next person. For the second tip and trick, we're going to talk about backflow devices. So here under work orders, backflow devices, so install backflow devices, we now have this ID change button. So with ID change button, if we want to go in here and let's say maybe we miskeyed this number, we can click on ID change. And here we can go in and say, maybe if we meant to put S150 123 instead of A, maybe we miskeyed it by accident, then we can go in here, we can do an ID change. We can make the ID change, we can press the OK button, and it changed it in here. But not only did it change it in here, but if we close out and we go to that customer in customer maintenance, and we go to services and we go to their backflow devices, we can see on here it is changed as well. For the third tip and trick, we're going to talk about the customer copy screen. Some options have moved down on the customer copy screen. So if we go ahead and enter customer maintenance, copy, we have the copy screen here. I'm going to bring over a screen from the previous version of Cubic. We can see here that unmetered last bill date, unmetered serial number, last due date, and usage history have all moved from the customer information to copy down here to service information to copy. Along with that, we also have meter information and transponder information. So if you have the meter information turned on, you have the ability to copy, move, or leave meter numbers, serial number, meter install date, meter last maintenance date, and handheld ID. For those with a transponder number, we have the options to copy, move, or leave the handheld transponder number, the transponder install date, and transponder last maintenance date. So you can see here the difference between the two different screens. Let me go ahead and move that back over, and I'm going to close out of here. For the fourth tip and trick, we're going to go into work order maintenance. So we're going to go into work orders, work order maintenance, and we add a new work order. If we add a move-in work order and we pick a customer here, we can change the move-in information in here. So once the work order is completed and we have a completed date, when we press the enter button, this move-in readings came up. Under the service, the read date and the move-in reading, or the initial reading, will be filled in here. So when we have new people moving in, we could do a move-in work order and fill this information in and press the OK button here. And we can have that press the OK button here, and that's going to update on the customer side. If we go into the customer, we go in here under the service tab. If we double click on the service itself, it is the information right here, the last read date and the current read, so that'll be the move-in date. And for all your move-in work orders that you do, there's a new option. So if we go to General Ledger, System Controls, Edit, and under the Work Orders tab, there's a warn the user if move-in read is not entered when completing the move-in work order. So as long as that's checked, that will always make sure that all your move-in reads and your move-in information will be filled in on your move-in work orders, and it'll update all of the new customers appropriately. For the fifth tip and trick, we're going to talk about a new Bucks interface deposit report. Over here, under General Ledger, dash interface to Bucks, for users that interface to Bucks, we have this new deposit number report. On this new deposit number report here, we can see all the reports that have been interfaced from Cubic to Bucks, just in case there's any kind of question or any other information you'd like to get on one. You can click on here on deposit number report, and in here you can see by checking account range, you can see deposit range, and you can see interface date range. You can put a subtitle on here. You can turn this option screen. You can also send this report to Excel. Now once we click on OK here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this report up, that you can see here it's by checking account and deposit number. It's going to show the date, the posting date, the book in the account, the posting payment type, the service, the sequence, the rate code, and the amount and control number. And if you have multiple deposits in here, you have a deposit total. In my example, I only have one here, but this would be an easy way for users that interface Cubic to Bucks to be able to get this information to allow the user to better identify the detail of deposits interfaced from Cubic to Bucks. For the sixth tip and trick, we're going to talk about the monthly billing report. We're down here to billing dash monthly billing report. You'd fill out all the appropriate information that you normally do here, and then when you click on OK and we pull the report up, that when we scroll down, you notice that there's two new columns. There's customers and transactions. So in that way, you can make sure that you have a distinct number of customers, and those number of customers get billed. And you see the transaction of how many transactions there are. For example, if an individual customer is billed twice during the month, the customer column over here will stay the same. They'll just be in here once. But in the transaction column, they'll be in there twice. These additional report options would be useful to easily view the number of customers that were billed each month. So that way you can kind of see here, like if you consistently bill the same number over and over and over, you can easily see that same number being pop up month after month, and then the number of bills that pop up month after month. When you have something down here that is off by that number, then you can go in and look a little bit more detailed information, maybe something like the billing journal, so you can see where it's off at or where the different transactions come in at, and everything would make sense. For the seventh tip and trick, we're going to talk about the billing edit list. In the billing edit list right here, under billing and then edit list here, we have a new option of when you click on summary or both, and you have just build selected, you have the rate code range. So say we're going to go into the rate code range here, and we want to look at just our metered rate codes. Say we know our metered rate codes from 100 to 199 are just our water rates. So let's say, on our edit list here, we want to go to 100 to 199, and we want to pull up all of our rate codes just for our water rates. So we can have it on both here, and then we can have just build selected here, our range selected here. Then we can press on the OK button, and we can pull that up, and then all that shows down here are bills that are set to be billed just for our water services. So we can look at just that one rate code, and we could just see that, and we can pick that out, and then it has all the same stuff that the edit list normally has, with the book totals, and then we have the grand total down here at the bottom. For the eighth tip and trick, we're going to go into customers dash customer maintenance, and in customer maintenance, we're going to go into one of our customers here, and we're going to go to this automatic payments tab. In the automatic payments tab, we have this ACH maximum here that's new. So let's say, a customer calls you, because previously, ACH always pulled out the exact amount of the bill. So then we've gone in here, and we've been able to set an ACH maximum amount. So let's say that we want to set the ACH maximum at $100, and if they have a bill that's coming out for $125, Cubic will do that ACH for that $100, and they'll leave a $25 balance on the customer's account. The customer's ACH maximum will also be added to the customer list and the customer ACH list. So let's go and let's say OK here. And then where that is if we go to print and we go to customer list here, and then we're going to go in here and we can select, whatever information we'd like to select on here. If we select automatic payment data, and let's select some billing data in here just so we have a variety of things to see. I'm going to go say OK and then preview. And then you can see here on our first person that we set up here that they have, their information here like they normally do. But then under automatic payment information, they have this ACH maximum set up in here. And then the second report is if we go in here and we want to pull up everybody that's on automatic payments under this customer ACH list. So if we go into customer ACH list and we pull this report up, that we can see here that this person's set up, here's the date that they're set up, and they have their ACH maximum set up in here as well. For the 9th tip and trick, we're going to talk about bill print. The bill print programs, and here when you click on bill print, have changed to where when a bill prints and they have that ACH maximum set up, like the one person we set up the $100 on, and their bill is over $100, that the ACH maximum line is going to print and say $100. So basically we'd go in here, we could fill in our information here on those bills, and then you can press the OK button, and then we can go ahead and say OK to that. And then for this demonstration purposes, I'm going to send it Microsoft PDF. And I'm going to say OK. I'm going to send it to the desktop. And I'm going to call it this bills line here. I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to cancel it. And I'm going to show you here. Like if we go out here and we pull up the bills here, that we can see this ACH maximum due of 100. That line is right there. And that's because their bill was over that $100. But then the ACH maximum was taken out. So it's going to be $100 minus their balance. And that's what's going to be taken out. And then they'll have a balance due of the $30.54 here. For the 10th tip and trick, we're going to go to the preferences. Here under preferences, and if we go to customer maintenance, we now have this option to suppress non-active services with no balance. And with this option, we select non-active services, no balance. By selecting that, this will suppress non-active services, no balance from displaying on the customer service information screen. When this default is selected, it can provide a cleaner and clearer on customer maintenance for removing any of those services on there that we no longer wish to see. For the 11th tip and trick in Cubic 17 release, the user has the ability to enable an option to prompt user for a file for upload. This option is located in System Controls. So if we go to General, System Controls, we click on the Edit button, and on the Controls tab, we have this option down here for prompt user for file upload. And when we select that, it's going to default to the Cubic Data handheld unless there's another alternative location selected over here. But I'm going to go and press OK just to show you how this option works. Then we go in here to under billing and handheld billing upload, and it shows down here in the FREY folder under FREY Cubic Data handheld.imp. That's going to be my default. If I could select here, and I could select any other default file that I would like to import, and it's always going to prompt you to import that file by selecting the option here, and you can go ahead and select that option, or you can just press OK and continue on by filling in your data information and everything like you normally would, or you can click on the magnifying glass here, and you can go out and select the file that you prefer to have if you'd prefer not to have the handheld.imp file. If their handheld name comes in as a different name or something that we don't have by default. For the 12th and final tip and trick, we're going to go into payments. So whether we're going here to payment posting, batch receipts posting, or simple batch posting, they're all going to have the same option. If we go in here for payments, and we go in here and bring this up, we're going to have this showing aging balance and show delinquent amount. First, we're going to look at the showing aging balance, and this is set on your aging days and system controls dash controls tab. And here we have it set on 30 days. So you can see what the current balance is. You can see 31 to 60 days ago, 61 to 90 days ago, or 91 or more days. And down here you have all the same options that you do in customer maintenance, where you can have it be the pie chart, the 3D pie chart, the donut chart, the 3D donut chart, and you also have the pyramid chart. So you can select the appropriate chart here. You can select whether you want to have a percentage, absolute values, or the values and percentages, just like here. And if I wanted to select that for option, I can also take out the biggest slice, the smallest slice, the current. I can even pick out certain days in here if I wanted to, like the certain day ranges. And then I can go ahead and I could print that graph if I wanted to. Also in here, under show delinquent amount, it's going to pop up with today's date. We can see how many days past due. You have your delinquent options here, like here we have amount due entire balance. Then we have the minimum delinquent amount. We have the delinquent amount selected here. And then we can have the delinquent notice amount. This concludes the Cubic Utility Billing Release 17 Tips and Tricks presentation. This is Adam Best. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and picked up on many items that will enhance your daily Cubic experience. If you have any questions over the material I covered in this presentation, please don't hesitate to contact support at FREY at 1-800-659-3739. Once again, that number is 1-800-659-3739. We'll be happy to assist you. Thank you.